Canelo Álvarez beats Jaime Munguia by unanimous decision to defend his undisputed super middleweight world titles. Here are some pros' reactions.
Surprising, you got to give a lot of props to Jaime Munguia. He won more fans tonight with the performance he had. You know what I mean?
It's experience, and he went 12 rounds with the current face of boxing, which is great. He comes back from this, he bounces back from this, and look, all along I've never disrespected Canelo as a fighter. He's always a good fighter. So what Munguia did against the current face of boxing was nothing to be ashamed of.
You got to see how they keep moving us away. Just your thoughts on his performance, on Canelo's performance. Yeah, did he look a little bit sluggish to you? Just a little, as what critics were saying on social media.
I think he was timing him a good time, so I think it was good.
But Canelo's just won. He's throwing like maybe good 20 punches around. Munguia was throwing like, probably double that, but he looked more active.
It's about effective aggressiveness, so it wasn't about the most shots. It was about him throwing the right shots, the hardest shots, and his reaction to the punches, I guess.
Canelo is still the king, man. The king reigns.
They look a little bit sluggish to you. Fans were kind of saying that on social media.
I think with Munguia being younger, I think Munguia is naturally throws more combinations than Canelo. But Canelo, to me, he does what he always does. He's calm. He lays back. He tears you down to the body. He was punching Munguia's arm so hard that, Munguia couldn't even throw an uppercut toward the end of the fight. He did what Canelo does. So to me, he doesn't look like he slowed down to me. I thought Munguia was going to be out of there by like round 9, round 10. So shouts to him because he's really, really tough. And he was able to last all 12 rounds. And he fought Canelo harder than I think I've seen anybody fight him. We're talking about Charlo, Saunders, all those guys that fought against Canelo tried to get on their wheels and move. Munguia was just right there, like taking shots, giving shots, and he even buzzed Canelo with time or two. So Munguia showed why he belongs to be here.
What are your thoughts on this fight, man?
It's a good fight. It was a good fight. Canelo did his thing.
You think this fight shows that Canelo's ready for a fight, like let's say with David Benavidez? Did he demonstrate enough?
No, I don't think so. David beats him.
You think David beats him?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Tell you guys what I thought about the fight. It was a tremendous fight. Mexico won, regardless of everything. It was a great fight. That knockdown. Had a good, played a good role. But like I said, it was a great card altogether.
What do you think is next for Canelo Álvarez, considering the fact that
there's only one fight for Canelo Álvarez, and that's David Benavidez, and everyone wants to see that, so we need to make that shit happen.
What you thought about that fight?
It was a good fight. Munguia showed his heart.
I'm sorry.
He just wasn't stepping in, and Canelo kind of looked like he carried him, though.
What do you think about that fight in terms of you fighting Canelo? Did you see opportunity for yourself?
Oh, definitely.
What kind?
A lot.
We whooped his feet, right? Like Kendra said, we whooped his feet.
You had to see the fight, but Canelo did good, Munguia did good. It was a good fight.
All right, Terrence, man, you're the best.
Y'all appreciate you, bud.
It was a good fight. I just think Canelo's experience. Let me call you back. I think his experience, played dividends, and he got the knockdown. But I know he was probably a little upset that he didn't knock him out. I'm very pro Canelo, but I'm gonna just be a realist. I think, Canelo's not really throwing punches and bunches like I used to, combinations. He's a hell of a fighter. I think his experience is great, but I think the further that this fight drags out, I think it favors Benavidez.
Did excellent against the current face of boxing right now. I strongly feel that I take nothing away from Canelo. I've always said he's a good fighter in the ring. But this experience for Jaime will just take him to another level. It's just like Mayweather and Canelo. It's same thing. Canelo got schooled, and then he became the face of boxing. He became a good fighter. Same thing with Munguia. He gains experience. He didn't get schooled, but he gains experience and becomes a better fighter. So this is just the beginning for Jaime.
Man, I got there at the end, but everybody know Canelo was a better fighter, and he did what he's supposed to do tonight. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. Who you think he should fight next?
Benavidez, of course, man. Everybody know that.
Yeah, we want to hear from you though. How you think that fight go?
Man,
Benavidez next. What happens?
I was at the press conference earlier, and Benavidez is a big dude, so And I don't know. I got my money on Benavidez in that one. I ain't gonna lie.
You think he can knock Canelo out?
I think so.
Damn, how about Bud? Bud was here. Bud want to fight Canelo. You think Bud got a shot against Canelo? Or is that too far-fetched?
I don't know. I got to see some more. But Bud, my dog, and I fuck with Bud, but I don't know if he can beat Canelo though.
What's next? And David Benavidez is the person that everybody across this country and across the world would like to see you fight. You said earlier this week you're willing. What are your thoughts now?
I don't know right now. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna enjoy my family. But if the money is right, I made that call. If the money is right, I can fight right now. I don't give a shit.
The feud between Canelo Álvarez and Oscar De La Hoya was the main highlight during the buildup of this fight. The history these two had shared made this fight more interesting to watch. Before the fight, during the final press conference of Canelo Munguia, Oscar De La Hoya demanded Álvarez to show him respect, as he claimed that he and his promotion are the reason for Canelo's success today. Not just this, he also mentioned about Canelo failing 2 drug tests in 2018.
I would be remiss if I didn't respond to the man I used to promote. He seems to have trouble remembering who helped him become a true global star. To be clear, I have nothing but respect for Canelo Álvarez as a fighter. His record and abilities speak for themselves. But he has spent much of the last 2 months insulting me rather than promoting this fight. So I'll make it a little bit easier for him. Yes, I have faced a lot of challenges in my life. Yes, I've been to rehab several times. Yes, there were some really low points in my life, and yes, there were times that work was not my priority based on my mental health, which I had neglected for so long. But that doesn't change the fact that Golden Boy built Canelo Álvarez, period. The company you fought under for decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some respect on it.
Canelo didn't like what Oscar had to say about him. The allegations made him furious as he quickly stood up and confronted De La Hoya at the spot.
On Saturday night, he will do just that. Fulfill his dream and be world champion.
Canelo was mad about Oscar's speech during the press conference. He continued to say harsh things about De La Hoya and claimed that he left Golden Boy promotion because of Oscar.
I don't expect anything less than that with that kind of person. He's an asshole.
So, why do you think he's brought the failed drug test now after so many years? Why do you think he's bringing that up now?
I don't know, because he's mad because I leave Golden Boy. I'm the golden. I'm the diamond in Golden Boy. Golden Boy is not the same without me. That's why he's angry.
So I did ask them about the money situation that you referred to, and he said he's got something big coming for you, and he said you're defaming him basically because it's defamation.
No, senor, I'm not defaming. I have the proofs. I have proofs. I put my lawyers in, and he tried to steal money. I have proof. I don't want to do anything against that kind of guys. I don't want that vice. I don't really give a shit about those.
Álvarez also accused Oscar of stealing from his fighters. He stated, Oscar tried to steal money and he's a hole. That's what I say. He tries to keep the attention for him, not for Munguia. He's a hole. He steals his fighters. That's what he do. Oscar claimed that his company helped Canelo and made him a household name in boxing. He was also not happy about Canelo accusing him for stealing money from his boxers, which made him threaten Canelo to file a defamation case against him.
I think Claude's worse.
Oscar, do you feel like you got...
What did he say to you?
There's nothing he can say. What is he going to say about me? What, I'm a pussy? What do you make of this? Well, it's defamation. I mean, look, I take it very serious of what I do and how I do it, and my work and my company is very, very serious. So for him to, that's defamation. And you know what? I have something coming. Ready?
Oscar, do you feel like you poked the bear, though, with Canelo Álvarez making those comments? He's been relatively calm. He looks like he was up in arms a little while ago. He looks angry.
I poked an old bear. Old bear that doesn't want to fight.
Oscar, what were your thoughts when he got up on stage after you made those comments? He got up, started to approach. What were your thoughts?
I was ready. Clenched fist and all. I was ready. But obviously he's not going to fight on Saturday.
And Oscar didn't only threaten Canelo, he filed a defamation case against him only a few days after the confrontation between the two occurred. But Canelo was not looking to stop anytime soon. When asked who'd win between a prime Oscar and prime Canelo, the face of boxing was confident that it would have been easy money for him.
Oh, him, easy. Easy money. I hope the fight was with him to show him what he's gonna. For every action is a reaction, but you know, was a moment just for me. I feel good. I feel peace. Good.
This feud was the main focus for many coming into the fight between Canelo and Munguia. So much so that it sidelined Munguia, who was quite humble during the buildup of this fight. When asked if he was involved in this drama, he simply stated, "It's their issue and I don't want to get involved in it. My main focus is to give my best and come out on top on Saturday." Many pros had conflicted opinions on who they thought would come in victorious after the fight. Some thought that Canelo's age would play a factor during the fight, while many believed that Munguia won't be able to neutralize the face of boxing. Terence Crawford's trainer Bomac McIntyre thought that Canelo would stop Jaime Munguia within 10 rounds. He believed that Munguia wasn't ready for this level of competition yet.
Canelo gonna stop him.
You stop him?
He'll stop him.
Yeah? How quickly?
I say in 10.
In 10 rounds?
Yeah, in 10.
Okay, that's a decent fight.
Yeah, decent fight. It's a decent fight, but McGee ain't ready for that level yet. He ain't been on that level yet.
Floyd Mayweather's former opponent Marcos Maidana also thought that Canelo will put Munguia's lights out on the fight night.
La pelea el 5-6 de mayo que Canelo Munguia, ¿cómo la ven?
Y gana Canelo.
¿Canelo decisión o por vía del knockout?
Por vía del knockout.
He likes Canelo by.
Austin Trout wasn't sure of betting against Canelo. He believed that Munguia is a good boxer and he could do stuff to hurt Canelo, but eventually thought that Canelo is superior and would take out Munguia.
Against Canelo, I think Canelo's gonna blast Jaime Munguia. I never thought Munguia was anything special. I thought he was real tough. So I think it's gonna be a great fight until Canelo takes him out. But nonetheless, Munguia, he can take a punch and he can give a punch. You know, that's two things you're gonna need with Canelo. If Munguia can somehow maybe buzz Canelo or hurt Canelo, keep him off him, he has a chance.
John Ryder, who faced both Canelo and Munguia, believed that Munguia would have a better start than Canelo, but it wouldn't last long. Ryder thinks that Canelo will catch up to Munguia in the second half of the fight and win by points. Ryder stated, "I think Canelo wins. I think it'll be close. Munguia will get off to a good start, might even go 3-4 rounds up, but I think Canelo will come on strong in the second half of the fight and make it his own. He's too accurate, and he's got the lasting effect in his shots. He'll grind Munguia down, and I don't think he'll stop him, but I think he'll beat him on points." Christian and Billy believe that this is an easy fight for Canelo, and he should go for the knockout. Christian stated, "I still think it will be a pretty easy fight for Canelo. He's the better fighter. He should knock him out, but it will be a very easy win for Canelo if he knocks him out." He believed that Munguia doesn't have a good chin, and he's also not a good puncher, but he also mentioned Canelo's recent fight and thought that he was having problems in knocking fighters out. Jaime doesn't have a very good chin. He doesn't like pressure, and I don't think he can take a punch that well. I think Canelo can knock him out if he wants to, but I think Canelo is having trouble stopping any fighter. I looked at his last 3 fights, he had a lot of problems. Canelo's former opponent Caleb Plant was also on the side of the pros, that believed Canelo would knock out Munguia.
One, what do you think about Jaime Munguia and Canelo Álvarez getting together?
I mean, we'll see. I think Canelo probably stops him, knocks him out.
Tim Bradley believed that Canelo has the best chin in the business, and it's almost impossible for Munguia to knock him out. He praised Jaime for being a good boxer, but believed that he does mistakes which Canelo won't forgive on the fight night.
Munguia ain't knocking out no damn Canelo. Triple G couldn't even hurt Canelo. That dude got the best chin in the business, bro. He ain't knocking out no Canelo, and he ain't gonna have no chin over freaking night. He got a chin, and so I understand that Munguia. He has great volume, you know, decent quickness. He's bigger than Canelo, standing at 6 foot. Got a nice reach on him. However, he makes mistakes, and a great counterpuncher like Canelo, how cerebral he is, and how he's able to set traps for his opponents, I think it favors Canelo. I think he beats him, and I think he beats him handedly. Derailing, think about that. Derailing was able to get, you know, in Munguia's behind, you know, and some people even thought that Derevyanchenko beat Munguia, you know what I'm saying? Now, you got a guy as smart as Canelo who can land that boom, who understands.
Canelo Alvarez's stablemate, Oscar Valdez, believed that Jaime would be a tough fight for Canelo, but he thought that Canelo would find a way to beat him due to superior skills. He stated, "I'm happy for Jaime Munguia. He's not an easy opponent. People think Jaime Munguia is a walk in the park for Canelo. No, he's tough. He's got the heart. But I still got Canelo winning because I see him train and the advantages he has mentally and with his talent." He also highlighted that Canelo's age would not be a factor during this fight as he sees him train harder day in and day out. No, I don't think age will be a factor in this fight. Canelo is one of the hardest workers out there. I've seen him fight Saturday, rest Sunday, and be back at the gym by Monday. That shows you the type of fighter he is, especially when he has everything, and when he's done it all. He's always training, and that's one thing I admire about him. But Bernard Hopkins was one of them who believed that Canelo is getting old.
I just want to get thoughts on Canelo Munguia as well. How does Jaime go about defeating somebody you guys will know well in Saul Canelo Alvarez?
He hoped Alvarez get old that night.
You seen Canelo on the decline?
We all decline as we get older. Just gotta either camouflage it well or you gotta bail out when it's time. We all not the same, and Canelo's not the same as he was last year, just like you can't say he'll be the same next year. But right now, as we speak, he's beatable, and the young lion is looking at the old lion, or the lion that's in the now.
Jim Lampley also wondered if Canelo's strong chin would be able to take Munguia's power, considering that he's in the later stages of his career. Before the match, he was curious to see whether Canelo succumbs to Munguia's power or fights a traditional boxing match to get the win.
Canelo is reaching the age at which you wonder, all right, is that chin still going to be impregnable? So it's a good fight. Let's find out whether Munguia has advanced and gained enough that he can use his skill and his power punching to put Canelo in trouble, or is the more conventional likelihood that Canelo once again outclasses a lesser opponent going to take.
Gilberto Ramirez thought that Munguia will be a tough fight for Canelo because he thinks that Munguia will come prepared to win, as he knows that it's the biggest fight of his career.
Well, I think that Munguia is a hard fight. I think I have a lot of potential that Munguia can win because it's the fight of his life. Right, it's one shot and he wants to become undisputed. That's the fight that he wants. That's the fight that many fighters want. And I mean, that had to be his best that night.
Gabriel Rosado believed that Munguia is going to come in sharp and will do anything to come on top during the fight.
No, look, Canelo's not going to see nothing he hasn't seen before. It's called every style. It's just a matter of how does he feel physically? Where's he at mentally? Because this is a young lion that he's facing, and Munguia's going to go in there. He's going to be high volume, throwing a lot of punches, pressing forward. He got a good chin.
Shane Mosley wasn't sure about who'd win this fight. He believed that Munguia could come up victorious, but also thought that Canelo was too good to bet against.
I think it'll be a great night. I'm not sure who's going to win because I know that Munguia has gotten bigger and stronger, and he could surprise Canelo, but at the same time, Canelo's Canelo. He's a great fighter. Very, very strong, very fast, and has a very good boxing IQ.
So what was your reaction after witnessing the clash between the two Mexican boxers? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.